Testing, 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 testing. Make sure I have my thing up. Oh god. Oh. Yep, alright, they can hear me. Alright. What is up, people? What is up, chat? Looks like we're having a repeat of last night. Okay, for a second I thought that was a tornado and I was about to go like, oh god. We are having a repeat of last night, so we've got weather nationwide, severe weather nationwide. Nebraska, Kansas, what is it? Yeah, Kansas, Nebraska, Texas, Oklahoma, parts of Arkansas, parts of Tennessee, and the Carolinas, as well as Georgia. The really severe threat is supposed to be up north, but it's not producing any tornadoes yet. We'll still keep an eye on that, but it's not producing any tornadoes yet. So, keep an eye on that. Now the special weather statement for the Desmonet. Hi, Francis. Hello. For the bordering states of Missouri, Iowa, and Illinois, have a special weather statement of funnel clouds possible, as well as severe thunderstorm warnings may be produced today in that area. So tornadoes are possible this afternoon. We'll be keeping an eye out on the storms in the central time zone. The eastern time zone, I think it's already starting to die off for the northern bit of it. Now, the southern bit of it looks like it could start producing some shit. I mean, this is just not looking good. This is another repeat of last night. And I was just looking on the radar, the future forecast a few minutes ago before I started stream. And the future forecast was saying 4 days out from now, 4 to 5 days out from now, there's going to be severe weather hitting Nebraska, Kansas, parts of Texas and Oklahoma, stretching all the way up to Minnesota. So it's going to be one of those big line storms. The low pressure system is going to start in South Dakota, Montana, North Dakota, Wyoming area, like where they all border at. That's going to start around there and start to intensify as we start getting into Minnesota. Like right before, like a few hours before we get into Minnesota with that storm in 4 days from now, we're supposed to start seeing some severe storms start popping up. Alright, no tornado warnings yet that I'm aware of. We'll be keeping an eye on it. But we have severe thunderstorm watches. Again, this is for Oklahoma, Texas, Kansas, parts of southeast Colorado, more of Kansas and central Nebraska, Delaware, Maryland, parts of Virginia, parts of Pennsylvania, New York, and the New Hampshire, Vermont, all of what are you? Where Boston is, I forget that. What are you again? Oh shit, I forgot the name of that state. Not Minnesota. What the fuck is it? Oh my god, I'm already stupid. Alright, I'm having to look this up. What are you? Massachusetts, god damn it. Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and Connecticut. I do believe we might have a severe thunderstorm watch in... No, okay, never mind. They need to issue one for down south and in Arkansas, because Arkansas is starting to get some hail. Yeah, I'm starting to think they might need to issue one in Arkansas now, a severe thunderstorm watch, because we already got 2 special weather statements, as well as significant hail. Now, they should also, if they were to, they'd probably issue severe thunderstorm watches for parts of eastern Tennessee, parts of the Carolinas, parts of Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia. I'm not sure if they will, though, because it looks like it's finally starting to die off, either from the heat or the heat's dissipating. We'll have to find out. Why? Why is it all the time that my stream keeps disconnecting? I need to look that up, how to fix that. Because that is getting mildly irritating. Let's hope we don't have another repeat of last night. Because I was hearing on the news that Des Moines got hit so hard last night, like downtown part of it, near their international airport. I think their airport got hit really bad by that PDS warning. I'm gonna look that up, actually. No, not your NATO. I said tornado. God damn. Oh, wow. Okay, so it was not an EF3. It might have been an EF2, though. They said it was confirmed EF1, but the warning that they issued at the time would have to be at least an EF2, and it knocked and destroyed quite a bit. So I'm wanting to give it an EF2. Also, if y'all just saw my post, which I hope y'all did, for anybody who does not know, I am starting my own National Weather Service in a way. It's not like a official government thingy yet, which I would hope it wouldn't be. This is more of just like a community thing for the channel. It's going to be called the SANWS. It stands for the Secondary Active National Weather Service. We're currently covering the main 48 states. Alaska and Hawaii might be added. Alaska will most likely be added during the winter months. We have severe thunderstorm warnings in Oregon. Huh. Weird. Now, Hawaii's a hit or miss, so it's going to be kind of... Hawaii is going to be most likely a no. So, and my reasoning for that is because the way I was looking at it, Hawaii, the only major weather they get is on the mountainside, and that's just heavy downpour and maybe a hurricane every year or two. We will be covering civil danger warnings in that area, but that is like the only other thing that we would cover for that state. The only reason why I bring up civil danger warnings is because of the fire on Maui.
KJ5 GUT.
What? Sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? What the heck? Why did I just hear Morse code? What the heck? Okay, so that's not good. There we go.
Jeffrey Canyon State Wildlife Management Area and Cottonwood Canyon State Wildlife Management Area. This includes Interstate 80 in Nebraska between mile markers 184 and 201. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building.
Whoa, we got storms starting to pop up in Chicago, Indiana, and Illinois now. The ones in Illinois, I don't think are gonna hit. So I'm starting to think that the ones in Illinois and Iowa might be a false alarm.
severe thunderstorm warning
I don't know, it could still happen, but as of right now, I think it's a false alarm.
Lincoln County. At 6:38 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles south of Brady, or 19 miles north of Curtis, moving south at 35 miles per hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles per hour wind gusts and half-dollar-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Hanson Memorial Reserve State Wildlife Management Area. For your protection...
Oh, also about that SNWS. Ow!
Repeating, a severe
Ow!
thunderstorm warning remains
SANWS, about that too. I'm thinking we're gonna have people do like shifts in a way, so every day they'll like switch out. So I'm thinking we're gonna have 3 major times for outlooks. So we'll have one in the early morning, like 5 to 10 a.m. We'll have another person do one at like 1 to 4 p.m. And then I think I'm gonna do the last one, and the first one. So the last one's gonna be at like 7 to 9. And then I'm gonna see, I might be able to do ones later in the night. That's kind of more of like a hit or miss though. That's why I wanted to get volunteers for this. I realize that nobody's watching.
Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles south of Brady, or 19 miles north of Curtis, moving south at 35 miles per hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles per hour wind gusts and half-dollar-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Hanson Memorial Reserve State Wildlife Management Area. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building.
Also, I'm starting to think I might be doing more weather stuff a lot more often. So we'll have to see. But I would like to try and do more weather stuff more often, so we'll start doing forecasts, hopefully, from now on. It just kind of depends what mood I'm in, but I will try my best to do it.
In Nebraska, Frontier, Lincoln, Logan, and McPherson. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA weather radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources.
It's about to start raining at my house.
A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for southeastern Lincoln County. At 6:38 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles south of Brady, or 19 miles north of Curtis, moving south at 35 miles per hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles per hour wind gusts
New York
and
just got hit by a
half-dollar-size hail.
storm.
This is a radar-indicated threat. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Hanson Memorial Reserve State Wildlife Management Area. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for the following county: Lincoln, Nebraska. The National Weather Service has issued severe thunderstorm watch number 550, effective until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday. This watch includes the following counties in Nebraska: Frontier, Lincoln, Logan, and McPherson. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for southeastern Lincoln County. At 6:38 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles south of Brady, or 19 miles north of Curtis, moving south at 35 miles per hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles per hour wind gusts and half-dollar-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Hanson Memorial Reserve State Wildlife Management Area. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for the following county: Lincoln, Nebraska. The National Weather Service has issued Severe Thunderstorm Watch number 550, effective until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday. This watch includes the following counties in Nebraska: Frontier, Lincoln, Logan, and McPherson. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for southeastern Lincoln County.
Also, I realized
At 6:38 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles south of Brady, or 19 miles north of Curtis, moving south at 35 miles per hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles per hour wind gusts and half-dollar-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Hanson Memorial Reserve State Wildlife Management Area. For your protection, move to an interior. Severe Thunderstorm Watch number 550 remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday for the following counties in Nebraska: Frontier, Lincoln, Logan, and McPherson. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for southeastern Lincoln County. At 6:38 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles south of Brady, or 19 miles north of Curtis, moving south at 35 miles per hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles per hour wind gusts and half-dollar-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Hanson Memorial Reserve State Wildlife Management Area. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for the following county: Lincoln, Nebraska.
Oh God, these videos
Severe
are making me
thunderstorm
laugh.
watch number 550 remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday for the following counties in Nebraska: Frontier, Lincoln, Logan, and McPherson. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA weather radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for southeastern Lincoln County. At 6:38 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles south of Brady, or 19 miles north of Curtis, moving south at 35 miles per hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles per hour wind gusts and half-dollar-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Hanson Memorial Reserve State Wildlife Management Area. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for the following county: Lincoln, Nebraska. Severe thunderstorm watch number 550 remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday for the following counties: in Nebraska, Frontier, Lincoln, Logan, and McPherson. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA weather radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. The current time is 6:51 p.m. Central Daylight Time. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for southeastern Lincoln County. At 6:38 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles south of Brady, or 19 miles north of Curtis, moving south at 35 miles per hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles per hour wind gusts and half-dollar-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Hanson Memorial Reserve State Wildlife Management Area. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for the following county: Lincoln, Nebraska. Severe thunderstorm watch number 550 remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday for the following counties: in Nebraska, Frontier, Lincoln, Logan, and McPherson. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA weather radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information.
Oh, so
A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for southeastern Lincoln County. At 6:38 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles south of Brady, or 19 miles north of Curtis, moving south at 35 miles per hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles per hour wind gusts and half-dollar-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Hanson Memorial Reserve State Wildlife Management Area. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for the following county: Lincoln,
I'm gonna leave and
Nebraska.
come back.
Severe thunderstorm watch number 550 remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday for the following counties: in Nebraska, Frontier, Lincoln, Logan, and McPherson. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for southeastern Lincoln County. At 6:38 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles south of Brady, or 19 miles north of Curtis, moving south at 35 miles per hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles per hour wind gusts and half-dollar-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Hanson Memorial Reserve State Wildlife Management Area. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for the following county: Lincoln, Nebraska. Severe thunderstorm watch number 550 remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday for the following counties: in Nebraska, Frontier, Lincoln, Logan, and McPherson. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for southeastern Lincoln County. At 6:38 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles south of Brady, or 19 miles north of Curtis, moving south at 35 miles per hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles per hour wind gusts and half-dollar-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Hanson Memorial Reserve State Wildlife Management Area. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for the following county: Lincoln, Nebraska. Severe thunderstorm watch number 550 remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday for the following counties: in Nebraska, Frontier, Lincoln, Logan, and McPherson. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for southeastern Lincoln County. At 6:38 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles south of Brady, or 19 miles north of Curtis, moving south at 35 miles per hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles per hour wind gusts and half-dollar-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Hansen Memorial Reserve State Wildlife Management Area. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for the following county: Lincoln, Nebraska. Severe thunderstorm watch number 550 remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday for the following counties: in Nebraska, Frontier, Lincoln, Logan, and McPherson. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA weather radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for southeastern Lincoln County. At 6:38 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles south of Brady, or 19 miles north of Curtis, moving south at 35 miles per hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles per hour wind gusts and half-dollar-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Hansen Memorial Reserve State Wildlife Management Area. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for the following county: Lincoln, Nebraska. Severe thunderstorm watch number 550 remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday for the following counties: in Nebraska, Frontier, Lincoln, Logan, and McPherson. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA weather radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for southeastern Lincoln County. At 6:38 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles south of Brady, or 19 miles north of Curtis, moving south at 35 miles per hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles per hour wind gusts and half-dollar-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Hansen Memorial Reserve State Wildlife Management Area. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for the following county: Lincoln, Nebraska. Severe thunderstorm watch number 550 remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday for the following counties: in Nebraska, Frontier, Lincoln, Logan, and McPherson. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA weather radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for southeastern Lincoln County. At 6:38 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles south of Brady, or 19 miles north of Curtis, moving south at 35 miles per hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles per hour wind gusts and half-dollar-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Hanson Memorial Reserve State Wildlife Management Area. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for the following county: Lincoln, Nebraska. Severe thunderstorm watch number 550 remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday for the following counties: in Nebraska, Frontier, Lincoln, Logan, and McPherson. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for southeastern Lincoln County. At 6:38 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles south of Brady, or 19 miles north of Curtis, moving south at 35 miles per hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles per hour wind gusts and half-dollar-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Hanson Memorial Reserve State Wildlife Management Area. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for the following county: Lincoln, Nebraska. Severe thunderstorm watch number 550 remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday for the following counties: in Nebraska, Frontier, Lincoln, Logan, and McPherson. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for southeastern Lincoln County. At 6:38 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles south of Brady, or 19 miles north of Curtis, moving south at 35 miles per hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles per hour wind gusts and half-dollar-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Hanson Memorial Reserve State Wildlife Management Area. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for the following county: Lincoln, Nebraska. Severe thunderstorm watch number 550 remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday for the following counties: in Nebraska, Frontier, Lincoln, Logan, and McPherson. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for southeastern Lincoln County. At 6:38 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles south of Brady, or 19 miles north of Curtis, moving south at 35 miles per hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles per hour wind gusts and half-dollar-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Hanson Memorial Reserve State Wildlife Management Area. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for the following county: Lincoln, Nebraska. Severe thunderstorm watch number 550 remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday for the following counties: in Nebraska, Frontier, Lincoln, Logan, and McPherson. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA weather radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for southeastern Lincoln County. At 6:38 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles south of Brady, or 19 miles north of Curtis, moving south at 35 miles per hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles per hour wind gusts and half-dollar-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Hanson Memorial Reserve State Wildlife Management Area. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for the following county: Lincoln, Nebraska. Severe thunderstorm watch number 550 remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday for the following counties: in Nebraska, Frontier, Lincoln, Logan, and McPherson. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for the severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Lincoln County will expire at 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time. The storm
I'm back.
prompted the warning has
We've got a tornado warning. Oh boy. Also, I just had a Chinook helicopter, which is a military transport helicopter, just fly over my house. Yeah, that was not fun. It shook the entire house.
Thunderstorm watch remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time for southwestern Nebraska. Repeating, the severe thunderstorm warning has been allowed to expire for the following county: Lincoln, Nebraska. Severe thunderstorm watch number 550 remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday for the following counties: in Nebraska, Frontier, Lincoln, Logan, and McPherson. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging wind. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA weather radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. The following is a special weather statement for the following counties: in Nebraska, Frontier, and Lincoln counties through 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 7:10 p.m. Central Daylight Time, Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm near Moorefield, or 9 miles north of Curtis, moving south at 20 miles per hour. Expected hazards include wind gusts of 50 to 55 miles per hour and penny-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. Impact, gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. Minor hail damage to vegetation is possible. Locations impacted include Curtis, Moorefield, Stottsville, Maywood, Hanson Memorial Reserve State Wildlife Management Area, Orofino, and Dancing Leaf Earth Lodge. This includes Highway 83 between mile markers 34 and 47. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time for southwestern Nebraska. The severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Lincoln County will expire at 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time. The storm which prompted the warning has weakened below severe limits and no longer poses an immediate threat to life or property. Therefore, the warning will be allowed to expire. However, small hail and gusty winds are still possible with this thunderstorm. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time for southwestern Nebraska. Repeating, the severe thunderstorm warning has been allowed to expire for the following county: Lincoln, Nebraska. Severe thunderstorm watch number 550 remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday for the following counties in Nebraska: Frontier, Lincoln, Logan, and McPherson. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA weather radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. The following is a special weather statement for the following counties in Nebraska, Frontier, and Lincoln. A strong thunderstorm will impact central Frontier and southeastern Lincoln counties through 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 7:10 p.m. Central Daylight Time, Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm near Moorefield, or 9 miles north of Curtis, moving south at 20 miles per hour. Expected hazards include wind gusts of 50 to 55 miles per hour and penny-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. Impact, gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. Minor hail damage to vegetation is possible. Locations impacted include Curtis, Moorefield, Stottsville, Maywood, Hanson Memorial Reserve State Wildlife Management Area, Orofino, and Dancing Leaf Earth Lodge. This includes Highway 83 between mile markers 34 and 47. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time for southwestern Nebraska. The severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Lincoln County will expire at 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time. The storm which prompted the warning has weakened below severe limits and no longer poses an immediate threat to life or property. Therefore, the warning will be allowed to expire. However, small hail and gusty winds are still possible with this thunderstorm. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time for southwestern Nebraska. Repeating, the severe thunderstorm warning has been allowed to expire for the following county: Lincoln, Nebraska. Severe thunderstorm watch number 550 remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday for the following counties in Nebraska: Frontier, Lincoln, Logan, and McPherson. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA weather radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. The following is a special weather statement for the following counties in Nebraska, Frontier, and Lincoln. A strong thunderstorm will impact central Frontier and southeastern Lincoln counties through 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 7:10 p.m. Central Daylight Time, Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm near Moorfield, or 9 miles north of Curtis, moving south at 20 miles per hour. Expected hazards include wind gusts of 50 to 55 miles per hour and penny-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. Impact: gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. Minor hail damage to vegetation is possible. Locations impacted include Curtis, Moorfield, Stockville, Maywood, Hanson Memorial Reserve State Wildlife Management Area, Orofino, and Dancing Leaf Earth Lodge. This includes Highway 83 between mile markers 34 and 47. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time for southwestern Nebraska. The severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Lincoln County will expire at 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time. The storm which prompted the warning has weakened below severe limits and no longer poses an immediate threat to life or property. Therefore, the warning will be allowed to expire. However, small hail and gusty winds are still possible with this thunderstorm. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time for southwestern Nebraska. Repeating, the severe thunderstorm warning has been allowed to expire for the following county: Lincoln, Nebraska. Severe thunderstorm watch number 550 remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday for the following counties in Nebraska: Frontier, Lincoln, Logan, and McPherson. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. The following is a special weather statement for the following counties in Nebraska, Frontier, and Lincoln. A strong thunderstorm will impact central Frontier and southeastern Lincoln counties through 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 7:10 p.m. Central Daylight Time, Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm near Moorfield, or 9 miles north of Curtis, moving south at 20 miles per hour. Expected hazards include wind gusts of 50 to 55 miles per hour and penny-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. Impact: gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. Minor hail damage to vegetation is possible. Locations impacted include Curtis, Moorfield, Stockville, Maywood, Hanson Memorial Reserve State Wildlife Management Area, Orofino, and Dancing Leaf Earth Lodge. This includes Highway 83 between mile markers 34 and 47. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time for southwestern Nebraska. This is NOAA Weather Radio Station WXL 68, broadcasting on a frequency of 162.55 MHz. This service is provided by the National Weather Service in North Platte, transmitting through tower facilities in Sutherland, Nebraska. This service is provided by the Nebraska Educational Telecommunication Commission, serving southwest and west central Nebraska. The current time is 7:22 p.m. Central Daylight Time. The North Platte climate summary for this evening, as of 5 p.m., July 16, 2024. Today's high temperature was 91 degrees and the low 66 degrees. 0.10 inches of precipitation fell today, which brings the monthly total to 1.83 inches. The total precipitation for the season since June 1st now stands at 5.90 inches, and the total precipitation for the year is now 16.40 inches. The normal high temperature for tomorrow is 90 degrees, and the normal low is 62. The record high for tomorrow is 107, which last occurred in 1936, and the record low is 48, which occurred in 1900. Sunset tonight is at 9:13 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow is at 6:25 a.m. The Imperial Climate Summary for this evening, as of 5 p.m., July 16, 2024. Today's high temperature was 94 degrees and the low 65 degrees. No precipitation fell today. The normal high temperature for tomorrow is 91 degrees, and the normal low is 63. The record high for tomorrow is 108, which occurred in 1936, and the record low is 45, which occurred in 1900. Sunset tonight is at 8:15 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow is at 5:31 a.m. Severe thunderstorm watch number 550 remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday for the following counties in Nebraska: Frontier, Lincoln, Logan, and McPherson. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA weather radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. The following is a special weather statement for the following counties in Nebraska, Frontier, and Lincoln. A strong thunderstorm will impact central Frontier and southeastern Lincoln counties through 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 7:10 p.m. Central Daylight Time, Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm near Moorfield, or 9 miles north of Curtis, moving south at 20 miles per hour. Expected hazards include wind gusts of 50 to 55 miles per hour and penny-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. Impact: gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. Minor hail damage to vegetation is possible. Locations impacted include Curtis, Moorfield, Stottsville, Maywood, Hanson Memorial Reserve State Wildlife Management Area, Orofino, and Dancing Leaf Earth Lodge. This includes Highway 83 between mile markers 34 and 47. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time for southwestern Nebraska. Here is the hazardous weather outlook. For tonight, scattered severe thunderstorms are possible this afternoon and evening across north-central Nebraska. Isolated severe storms are possible elsewhere. Large hail and damaging winds are the main severe threats. And now the extended outlook for the period Wednesday through Monday. Isolated severe thunderstorms are possible late Wednesday afternoon and evening, affecting areas west of the line from Hay Springs to Paxton and Waneta. Damaging winds are the main severe threat. Isolated severe thunderstorms are possible late Thursday afternoon and evening, generally west of Highway 83. The primary hazard is damaging wind gusts. Thunderstorm chances will continue Friday through Monday across the area. At this time, the severe threat is low. Spotter information statement: spotter activation may be needed. Here are the 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time observations. At the North Platte Regional Airport, it was fair, with a temperature of 78, the dew point 66, and the relative humidity 66%. Winds were from the east at 16 miles an hour. The pressure was 29.98 inches and rising. Downtown North Platte reported a temperature of 81. At Ogallala, it was fair, with a temperature of 93, the dew point 47, and the relative humidity 20%. Winds were from the northwest at 8 miles an hour. The pressure was 30.00 inches and rising. At Imperial, it was fair, with a temperature of 91. Elsewhere across Nebraska, in Scotts Bluff, it was fair, with a temperature of 93. At Chadron, it was fair, with a temperature of 88. In Sydney, it was fair, with a temperature of 90. At Valentine, it was fair, with a temperature of 84. In McCook, it was fair, with a temperature of 84. In Broken Bow, thunder was reported, with a temperature of 78. At O'Neill, it was partly sunny, with a temperature of 78. In Grand Island, it was fair, with a temperature of 80. At Norfolk, it was fair, with a temperature of 79. In Lincoln, it was fair, with a temperature of 81. At Omaha, it was partly sunny, with a temperature of 81. Around the region, at Wichita, it was fair, with a temperature of 92. In Denver, it was partly sunny, with a temperature of 77. At Cheyenne, it was fair, with a temperature of 83. In Rapid City, it was fair, with a temperature of 87. At Pierre, it was fair, with a temperature of 80. In Sioux Falls, it was fair, with a temperature of 79. Once again, at 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time, North Platte reported a temperature of 78. At Ogallala, the temperature was 93. The official National Weather Service forecast for southwest Nebraska. Tonight, partly cloudy. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening. Some thunderstorms may be severe with damaging winds and large hail. Lows around 60. Northeast winds around 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Wednesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. East winds around 10 miles per hour. Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the upper 50s. Southeast winds around 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Thursday, mostly sunny with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-80s. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Thursday night, mostly clear in the evening, then becoming partly cloudy. Lows in the lower 60s. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday, mostly sunny. A chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the upper 80s. Chance of precipitation 50%. Friday night, mostly cloudy in the evening, then becoming partly cloudy. A chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows around 60. Chance of precipitation 50%. Saturday, mostly sunny. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning, then a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 80s. Chance of precipitation 30%. Saturday night, partly cloudy. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening, then a chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Lows in the upper 50s. Chance of precipitation 30%. Sunday, mostly sunny with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-70s. Chance of precipitation 40%. Sunday night, partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the mid-50s. Chance of precipitation 20%. Monday, mostly sunny. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning. Highs in the mid-70s. Chance of precipitation 20%. Monday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the mid-50s. Tuesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. The forecast for Lake McConaughey. Tonight, northeast winds 6 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the evening. The chance of precipitation 20%. Lows around 63. Waters a light chop. Wednesday, east winds 6 to 12 miles per hour. Mostly sunny. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. The chance of precipitation 30%. Highs around 81. Waters a light chop. Wednesday night, southeast winds 6 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy. A chance of thunderstorms in the evening, then a slight chance of thunderstorms after midnight. The chance of precipitation 30%. Lows around 61. Waters a light chop. Thursday, south winds 10 to 14 miles per hour. Sunny. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. The chance of precipitation 20%. Highs around 83. Waters a moderate chop. The North Platte climate summary for this evening, as of 5 p.m., July 16, 2024. Today's high temperature was 91 degrees and the low 66 degrees. 0.10 inches of precipitation fell today, which brings the monthly total to 1.83 inches. The total precipitation for the season since June 1st now stands at 5.90 inches, and the total precipitation for the year is now 16.40 inches. The normal high temperature for tomorrow is 90 degrees, and the normal low is 62. The record high for tomorrow is 107, which last occurred in 1936, and the record low is 48, which occurred in 1900. Sunset tonight is at 9:13 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow is at 6:25 a.m. The Imperial Climate Summary for this evening, as of 5 p.m., July 16, 2024. Today's high temperature was 94 degrees and the low 65 degrees. No precipitation fell today. The normal high temperature for tomorrow is 91 degrees, and the normal low is 63. The record high for tomorrow is 108, which occurred in 1936, and the record low is 45, which occurred in 1900. Sunset tonight is at 8:15 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow is at 5:31 a.m. Severe thunderstorm watch number 550 remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday for the following counties in Nebraska: Frontier, Lincoln, Logan, and McPherson. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA weather radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. The following is a special weather statement for the following counties in Nebraska, Frontier, and Lincoln. A strong thunderstorm will impact central Frontier and southeastern Lincoln counties through 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 7:10 p.m. Central Daylight Time, Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm near Moorfield, or 9 miles north of Curtis, moving south at 20 miles per hour. Expected hazards include wind gusts of 50 to 55 miles per hour and penny-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. Impact: gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. Minor hail damage to vegetation is possible. Locations impacted include Curtis, Moorfield, Stottsville, Maywood, Hanson Memorial Reserve State Wildlife Management Area, or Alfino, and Dancing Leaf Earth Lodge. This includes Highway 83 between mile markers 34 and 47. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time for southwestern Nebraska. Here is the hazardous weather outlook. For tonight, scattered severe thunderstorms are possible this afternoon and evening across north central Nebraska. Isolated severe storms are possible elsewhere. Large hail and damaging winds are the main severe threats. And now the extended outlook for the period Wednesday through Monday. Isolated severe thunderstorms are possible late Wednesday afternoon and evening, affecting areas west of a line from Hedges Springs to Paxton and Waneta. Damaging winds are the main severe threat. Isolated severe thunderstorms are possible late Thursday afternoon and evening, generally west of Highway 83. The primary hazard is damaging wind gusts. Thunderstorm chances will continue Friday through Monday across the area. At this time, the severe threat is low. Spotter information statement: spotter activation may be needed. Here are the 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time observations. At the North Platte Regional Airport, it was fair, with a temperature of 78, the dew point 66, and the relative humidity 66%. Winds were from the east at 16 miles an hour. The pressure was 29.98 inches and rising. Downtown North Platte reported a temperature of 81. At Ogallala, it was fair, with a temperature of 93, the dew point 47, and the relative humidity 20%. Winds were from the northwest at 8 miles an hour. The pressure was 30.00 inches and rising. In Grant, it was fair, with a temperature of 91. At Imperial, it was fair, with a temperature of 91. Elsewhere across Nebraska, in Scotts Bluff, it was fair, with a temperature of 93. At Chadron, it was fair, with a temperature of 88. In Sydney, it was fair, with a temperature of 90. At Valentine, it was fair, with a temperature of 84. In McCook, it was fair, with a temperature of 84. In Broken Bow, thunder was reported, with a temperature of 78. At O'Neill, it was partly sunny, with a temperature of 78. In Grand Island, it was fair, with a temperature of 80. At Norfolk, it was fair, with a temperature of 79. In Lincoln, it was fair, with a temperature of 81. At Omaha, it was partly sunny, with a temperature of 81. Around the region, at Wichita, it was fair, with a temperature of 92. In Denver, it was partly sunny, with a temperature of 77. At Cheyenne, it was fair, with a temperature of 87. At Pierre, it was fair, with a temperature of 80. In Sioux Falls, it was fair, with a temperature of 79. Once again, at 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time, North Platte reported a temperature of 78. At Ogallala, the temperature was 93. The official National Weather Service forecast for southwest Nebraska. Tonight, partly cloudy. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening. Some thunderstorms may be severe with damaging winds and large hail. Lows around 60. Northeast winds around 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Wednesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. East winds around 10 miles per hour. Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the upper 50s. Southeast winds around 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Thursday, mostly sunny with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-80s. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Thursday night, mostly clear in the evening, then becoming partly cloudy. Lows in the lower 60s. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday, mostly sunny. A chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the upper 80s. Chance of precipitation 50%. Friday night, mostly cloudy in the evening, then becoming partly cloudy. A chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows around 60. Chance of precipitation 50%. Saturday, mostly sunny. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning, then a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 80s. Chance of precipitation 30%. Saturday night, partly cloudy. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening, then a chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Lows in the upper 50s. Chance of precipitation 30%. Sunday, mostly sunny with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-70s. Chance of precipitation 40%. Sunday night, partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the mid-50s. Chance of precipitation 20%. Monday, mostly sunny. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning. Highs in the mid-70s. Chance of precipitation 20%. Monday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the mid-50s. Tuesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. The forecast for Lake McConaughey. Tonight, northeast winds 6 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the evening. The chance of precipitation 20%. Lows around 63. Waters a light chop. Wednesday, east wind 6 to 12 miles per hour. Mostly sunny. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. The chance of precipitation 30%. Highs around 81. Waters a light chop. Wednesday night, southeast wind 6 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy. A chance of thunderstorms in the evening, then a slight chance of thunderstorms after midnight. The chance of precipitation 30%. Lows around 61. Waters a light chop. Thursday, south winds 10 to 14 miles per hour. Sunny. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. The chance of precipitation 20%. Highs around 83. Waters a moderate chop. The Northlet climate summary for this evening, as of 5 p.m., July 16, 2024. Today's high temperature was 91 degrees and the low 66 degrees. 0.10 inches of precipitation fell today, which brings the monthly total to 1.83 inches. The total precipitation for the season since June 1st now stands at 5.90 inches, and the total precipitation for the year is now 16.40 inches. The normal high temperature for tomorrow is 90 degrees, and the normal low is 62. The record high for tomorrow is 107, which last occurred in 1936, and the record low is 48, which occurred in 1900. Sunset tonight is at 9:13 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow is at 6:25 a.m. The Imperial Climate Summary for this evening, as of 5 p.m., July 16, 2024. Today's high temperature was 94 degrees and the low 65 degrees. No precipitation fell today. The normal high temperature for tomorrow is 91 degrees, and the normal low is 63. The record high for tomorrow is 108, which occurred in 1936, and the record low is 45, which occurred in 1900. Sunset tonight is at 8:15 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow is at 5:31 a.m. Severe thunderstorm watch number 550 remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday for the following counties in Nebraska: Frontier, Lincoln, Logan, and McPherson. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA weather radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. The following is a special weather statement for the following counties in Nebraska, Frontier, and Lincoln. A strong thunderstorm will impact central Frontier and southeastern Lincoln counties through 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 7:10 p.m. Central Daylight Time, Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm near Moorfield, or 9 miles north of Curtis, moving south at 20 miles per hour. Expected hazards include wind gusts of 50 to 55 miles per hour and penny-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. Impact: gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. Minor hail damage to vegetation is possible. Locations impacted include Curtis, Moorfield, Stockville, Maywood, Hanson Memorial Reserve State Wildlife Management Area, or Alfino, and Dancing Leaf Earth Lodge. This includes Highway 83 between mile markers 34 and 47. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time for southwestern Nebraska. Here is the hazardous weather outlook. For tonight, scattered severe thunderstorms are possible this afternoon and evening across north central Nebraska. Isolated severe storms are possible elsewhere. Large hail and damaging winds are the main severe threats. And now the extended outlook for the period Wednesday through Monday. Isolated severe thunderstorms are possible late Wednesday afternoon and evening, affecting areas west of the line from Hay Springs to Paxton and Waneta. Damaging winds are the main severe threat. Isolated severe thunderstorms are possible late Thursday afternoon and evening, generally west of Highway 83. The primary hazard is damaging wind gusts. Thunderstorm chances will continue Friday through Monday across the area. At this time, the severe threat is low. Spotter information statement. Spotter activation may be needed. Here are the 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time observations. At the North Platte Regional Airport, it was fair, with a temperature of 78, the dew point 66, and the relative humidity 66%. Winds were from the east at 16 miles an hour. The pressure was 29.98 inches and rising. Downtown North Platte reported a temperature of 81. At Ogallala, it was fair, with a temperature of 93, the dew point 47, and the relative humidity 20%. Winds were from the northwest at 8 miles an hour. The pressure was 30.00 inches and rising. In Grant, it was fair, with a temperature of 91. At Imperial, it was fair, with a temperature of 91. Elsewhere across Nebraska, in Scotts Bluff, it was fair, with a temperature of 93. At Chadron, it was fair, with a temperature of 88. In Sydney, it was fair, with a temperature of 90. At Valentine, it was fair, with a temperature of 84. In McCook, it was fair, with a temperature of 84. In Broken Bow, thunder was reported, with a temperature of 78. At O'Neill, it was partly sunny, with a temperature of 78. In Grand Island, it was fair, with a temperature of 80. At Norfolk, it was fair, with a temperature of 79. In Lincoln, it was fair, with a temperature of 81. At Omaha, it was partly sunny, with a temperature of 81. Around the region, at Wichita, it was fair, with a temperature of 92. In Denver, it was partly sunny, with a temperature of 77. At Cheyenne, it was fair, with a temperature of 83. In Rapid City, it was fair, with a temperature of 87. At Pierre, it was fair, with a temperature of 80. In Sioux Falls, it was fair, with a temperature of 79. Once again, at 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time, North Platte reported a temperature of 78. At Ogallala, the temperature was 93. The current time is 7:51 p.m. Central Daylight Time. The official National Weather Service forecast for southwest Nebraska. Tonight, partly cloudy. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening. Some thunderstorms may be severe with damaging winds and large hail. Lows around 60. Northeast winds around 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Wednesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. East winds around 10 miles per hour. Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the upper 50s. Southeast winds around 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Thursday, mostly sunny with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-80s. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Thursday night, mostly clear in the evening, then becoming partly cloudy. Lows in the lower 60s. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday, mostly sunny. A chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the upper 80s. Chance of precipitation 50%. Friday night, mostly cloudy in the evening, then becoming partly cloudy. A chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows around 60. Chance of precipitation 50%. Saturday, mostly sunny. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning, then a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 80s. Chance of precipitation 30%. Saturday night, partly cloudy. A A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening, then a chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Lows in the upper 50s. Chance of precipitation 30%. Sunday, mostly sunny with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-70s. Chance of precipitation 40%. Sunday night, partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the mid-50s. Chance of precipitation 20%. Monday, mostly sunny. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning. Highs in the mid-70s. Chance of precipitation 20%. Monday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the mid-50s. Tuesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. The forecast for Lake McConaughey. Tonight, northeast wind 6 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the evening. The chance of precipitation 20%. Lows around 63. Waters a light chop. Wednesday, east wind 6 to 12 miles per hour. Mostly sunny. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. The chance of precipitation 30%. Highs around 81. Waters a light chop. Wednesday night, southeast wind 6 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy. A chance of thunderstorms in the evening, then a slight chance of thunderstorms after midnight. The chance of precipitation 30%. Lows around 61. Waters a light chop. Thursday, south winds 10 to 14 miles per hour. Sunny. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. The chance of precipitation 20%. Highs around 83. Waters a moderate chop. The Northwest climate summary for this evening, as of 5 p.m., July 16, 2024. Today's high temperature was 91 degrees and the low 66 degrees. 0.10 inches of precipitation fell today, which brings the monthly total to 1.83 inches. The total precipitation for the season since June 1st now stands at 5.90 inches, and the total precipitation for the year is now 16.40 inches. The normal high temperature for tomorrow is 90 degrees, and the normal low is 62. The record high for tomorrow is 107, which last occurred in 1936, and the record low is 48, which occurred in 1900. Sunset tonight is at 9:13 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow is at 6:25 a.m. The state high today was 96 degrees at McCook and Scotts Bluff. The state low this morning 58 degrees at Kimball and Sydney. The Imperial Climate Summary for this evening, as of 5 p.m., July 16, 2024. Today's high temperature was 94 degrees and the low 65 degrees. No precipitation fell today. The normal high temperature for tomorrow is 91 degrees, and the normal low is 63. The record high for tomorrow is 108, which occurred in 1936, and the record low is 45, which occurred in 1900. Sunset tonight is at 8:15 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow is at 5:31 a.m. The state high today was 96 degrees at McCook and Scotts Bluff. The state low this morning 58 degrees at Kimball and Sydney. Severe thunderstorm watch number 550 remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday for the following counties in Nebraska: Frontier, Lincoln, Logan, and McPherson. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. The following is a special weather statement for the following counties in Nebraska, Frontier, and Lincoln. A strong thunderstorm will impact central Frontier and southeastern Lincoln counties through 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 7:10 p.m. Central Daylight Time, Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm near Moorfield, or 9 miles north of Curtis, moving south at 20 miles per hour. Expected hazards include wind gusts of 50 to 55 miles per hour and penny-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. Impact: gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. Minor hail damage to vegetation is possible. Locations impacted include Curtis, Moorfield, Stottsville, Maywood, Hanson Memorial Reserve State Wildlife Management Area, Orofino, and Dancing Leaf Earth Lodge. This includes Highway 83 between mile markers 34 and 47. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time for southwestern Nebraska. Here is the hazardous weather outlook. For tonight, scattered severe thunderstorms are possible this afternoon and evening across north-central Nebraska. Isolated severe storms are possible elsewhere. Large hail and damaging winds are the main severe threats. And now the extended outlook for the period Wednesday through Monday. Isolated severe thunderstorms are possible late Wednesday afternoon and evening, affecting areas west of a line from Hay Springs to Paxton and Waneta. Damaging winds are the main severe threat. Isolated severe thunderstorms are possible late Thursday afternoon and evening, generally west of Highway 83. The primary hazard is damaging wind gusts. Thunderstorm chances will continue Friday through Monday across the area. At this time, the severe threat is low. Spotter information statement: spotter activation may be needed. Here are the 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time observations. At the North Platte Regional Airport, it was fair, with a temperature of 78, the dew point 66, and the relative humidity 66%. Winds were from the east at 16 miles an hour. The pressure was 29.98 inches and rising. Downtown North Platte reported a temperature of 81. At Ogallala, it was fair, with a temperature of 93, the dew point 47, and the relative humidity 20%. Winds were from the northwest at 8 miles an hour. The pressure was 30.00 inches and rising. In Grant, it was fair, with a temperature of 91. At Imperial, it was fair, with a temperature of 91. Elsewhere across Nebraska, in Scotts Bluff, it was fair, with a temperature of 93. At Chadron, it was fair, with a temperature of 88. In Sydney, it was fair, with a temperature of 90. At Valentine, it was fair, with a temperature of 84. In McCook, it was fair, with a temperature of 84. In Broken Bow, thunder was reported, with a temperature of 78. At O'Neill, it was partly sunny, with a temperature of 78. In Grand Island, it was fair, with a temperature of 80. At Norfolk, it was fair, with a temperature of 79. In Lincoln, it was fair, with a temperature of 81. At Omaha, it was partly sunny, with a temperature of 81. Around the region, at Wichita, it was fair, with a temperature of 92. In Denver, it was partly sunny, with a temperature of 77. At Cheyenne, it was fair, with a temperature of 83. In Rapid City, it was fair, with a temperature of 87. At Pierre, it was fair, with a temperature of 80. In Sioux Falls, it was fair, with a temperature of 79. Once again, at 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time, North Platte reported a temperature of 78. At Ogallala, the temperature was 93. The official National Weather Service forecast for southwest Nebraska. Tonight, partly cloudy. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening. Some thunderstorms may be severe with damaging winds and large hail. Lows around 60. Northeast winds around 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Wednesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. East winds around 10 miles per hour. Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. lows in the upper 50s. Southeast winds around 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Thursday, mostly sunny with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-80s. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Thursday night, mostly clear in the evening, then becoming partly cloudy. Lows in the lower 60s. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday, mostly sunny. A chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the upper 80s. Chance of precipitation 50%. Friday night, mostly cloudy in the evening, then becoming partly cloudy. A chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows around 60. Chance of precipitation 50%. Saturday, mostly sunny. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning, then a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 80s. Chance of precipitation 30%. Saturday night, partly cloudy. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening, then a chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Lows in the upper 50s. Chance of precipitation 30%. Sunday, mostly sunny with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-70s. Chance of precipitation 40%. Sunday night, partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the mid-50s. Chance of precipitation 20%. Monday, mostly sunny. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning. Highs in the mid-70s. Chance of precipitation 20%. Monday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the mid-50s. Tuesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. The forecast for Lake McConaughey. Tonight, northeast winds 6 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the evening. The chance of precipitation 20%. Lows around 63. Waters a light chop. Wednesday, east winds 6 to 12 miles per hour. Mostly sunny. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. The chance of precipitation 30%. Highs around 81. Waters a light chop. Wednesday night, southeast winds 6 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy. A chance of thunderstorms in the evening, then a slight chance of thunderstorms after midnight. The chance of precipitation 30%. Lows around 61. Waters a light chop. Thursday, south winds 10 to 14 miles per hour. Sunny. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. The chance of precipitation 20%. Highs around 83. Waters a moderate chop. The Northwest Climate Summary for this evening, as of 5 p.m., July 16, 2024. Today's high temperature was 91 degrees and the low 66 degrees. 0.10 inches of precipitation fell today, which brings the monthly total to 1.83 inches. The total precipitation for the season since June 1st now stands at 5.90 inches, and the total precipitation for the year is now 16.40 inches. The normal high temperature for tomorrow is 90 degrees, and the normal low is 62. The record high for tomorrow is 107, which last occurred in 1936, and the record low is 48, which occurred in 1900. Sunset tonight is at 9:13 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow is at 6:25 a.m. The state high today was 96 degrees at McCook and Scotts Bluff. The state low this morning 58 degrees at Kimball and Sydney. The Imperial Climate Summary for this evening, as of 5 p.m., July 16, 2024. Today's high temperature was 94 degrees and the low 65 degrees. No precipitation fell today. The normal high temperature for tomorrow is 91 degrees, and the normal low is 63. The record high for tomorrow is 108, which occurred in 1936, and the record low is 45, which occurred in 1900. Sunset tonight is at 8:15 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow is at 5:31 a.m. The state high today was 96 degrees at McCook and Scotts Bluff. The state low this morning 58 degrees at Kimball and Sydney. Severe thunderstorm watch number 550 remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday for the following counties in Nebraska: Frontier, Lincoln, Logan, and McPherson. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. Here is the hazardous weather outlook for tonight. Scattered severe thunderstorms are possible this afternoon and evening across north central Nebraska. Isolated severe storms are possible elsewhere. Large hail and damaging winds are the main severe threats. And now the extended outlook for the period Wednesday through Monday. Isolated severe thunderstorms are possible late Wednesday afternoon and evening, affecting areas west of the line from Hay Springs to Paxton and Waneta. Damaging winds are the main severe threat. Isolated severe thunderstorms are possible late Thursday afternoon and evening, generally west of Highway 83. The primary hazard is damaging wind gusts. Thunderstorm chances will continue Friday through Monday across the area. At this time, the severe threat is low. Spotter information statement: spotter activation may be needed. Here are the 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time observations. At the North Platte Regional Airport, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 80, the dew point 69, and the relative humidity 69%. Winds were from the southeast at 10 miles an hour. The pressure was 30.00 inches and rising. Downtown North Platte reported a temperature of 82. At Ogallala, it was sunny, with a temperature of 89, the dew point 51, and the relative humidity 26%. Winds were from the north at 9 miles an hour. The pressure was 30.01 inches and rising. In Grant, it was sunny, with a temperature of 88. At Imperial, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 87. Elsewhere across Nebraska, in Scotts Bluff, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 86. At Chandron, it was sunny, with a temperature of 86. In Sydney, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 87. At Valentine, it was sunny, with a temperature of 81. In McCook, it was sunny, with a temperature of 83. At O'Neill, it was cloudy, with a temperature of 76. In Grand Island, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 74. At Norfolk, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 76. In Lincoln, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 79. At Omaha, it was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 79. Around the region, at Wichita, it was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 91. In Denver, it was partly sunny, with a temperature of 76. At Cheyenne, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 81. In Rapid City, it was sunny, with a temperature of 84. At Tyr, it was sunny, with a temperature of 79. In Sioux Falls, it was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 77. Once again, at 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time, North Platte reported a temperature of 80. At Ogallala, the temperature was 89. The official National Weather Service forecast for southwest Nebraska. Tonight, partly cloudy. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening. Some thunderstorms may be severe with damaging winds and large hail. Lows around 60. Northeast winds around 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Wednesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. East winds around 10 miles per hour. Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the upper 50s. Southeast winds around 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Thursday, mostly sunny with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-80s. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Thursday night, mostly clear in the evening, then becoming partly cloudy. Lows in the lower 60s. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday, mostly sunny. A chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the upper 80s. Chance of precipitation 50%. Friday night, mostly cloudy in the evening, then becoming partly cloudy. A chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows around 60. Chance of precipitation 50%. Saturday, mostly sunny. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning, then a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 80s. Chance of precipitation 30%. Saturday night, partly cloudy. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening, then a chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Lows in the upper 50s. Chance of precipitation 30%. Sunday, mostly sunny with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-70s. Chance of precipitation 40%. Sunday night, partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the mid-50s. Chance of precipitation 20%. Monday, mostly sunny. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning. Highs in the mid-70s. Chance of precipitation 20%. Monday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the mid-50s. Tuesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. The forecast for Lake McConaughey. Tonight, northeast winds 6 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the evening. The chance of precipitation 20%. Lows around 63. Waters a light chop. Wednesday, east winds 6 to 12 miles per hour. Mostly sunny. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. The chance of precipitation 30%. Highs around 81. Waters a light chop. Wednesday night, southeast winds 6 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy. A chance of thunderstorms in the evening, then a slight chance of thunderstorms after midnight. The chance of precipitation 30%. Lows around 61. Waters a light chop. Thursday, south winds 10 to 14 miles per hour. Sunny. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. The chance of precipitation 20%. Highs around 83. Waters a moderate chop. The Northland climate summary for this evening, as of 5 p.m., July 16, 2024. Today's high temperature was 91 degrees and the low 66 degrees. 0.10 inches of precipitation fell today, which brings the monthly total to 1.83 inches. The total precipitation for the season since June 1st now stands at 5.90 inches, and the total precipitation for the year is now 16.40 inches. The normal high temperature for tomorrow is 90 degrees, and the normal low is 62. The record high for tomorrow is 107, which last occurred in 1936, and the record low is 48, which occurred in 1900. Sunset tonight is at 9:13 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow is at 6:25 a.m. The state high today was 96 degrees at McCook and Scotts Bluff. The state low this morning 58 degrees at Kimball and Sydney. The Imperial Climate Summary for this evening, as of 5 p.m., July 16, 2024. Today's high temperature was 94 degrees and the low 65 degrees. No precipitation fell today. The normal high temperature for tomorrow is 91 degrees, and the normal low is 63. The record high for tomorrow is 108, which occurred in 1936, and the record low is 45, which occurred in 1900. Sunset tonight is at 8:15 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow is at 5:31 a.m. The state high today was 96 degrees at McCook and Scotts Bluff. The state low this morning 58 degrees at Kimball and Sydney. Severe thunderstorm watch number 550 remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday for the following counties in Nebraska: Frontier, Lincoln, Logan, and McPherson. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. Here is the hazardous weather outlook. For tonight, scattered severe thunderstorms are possible this afternoon and evening across north-central Nebraska. Isolated severe storms are possible elsewhere. Large hail and damaging winds are the main severe threats. And now the extended outlook for the period Wednesday through Monday. Isolated severe thunderstorms are possible late Wednesday afternoon and evening, affecting areas west of the line from Hay Springs to Paxton and Waneta. Damaging winds are the main severe threat. Isolated severe thunderstorms are possible late Thursday afternoon and evening, generally west of Highway 83. The primary hazard is damaging wind gusts. Thunderstorm chances will continue Friday through Monday across the area. At this time, the severe threat is low. Spotter information statement: spotter activation may be needed. Here are the 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time observations. At the North Platte Regional Airport, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 80, the dew point 69, and the relative humidity 69%. Winds were from the southeast at 10 miles an hour. The pressure was 30.00 inches and rising. Downtown North Platte reported a temperature of 82. At Ogallala, it was sunny, with a temperature of 89, the dew point 51, and the relative humidity 26%. Winds were from the north at 9 miles an hour. The pressure was 30.01 inches and rising. In Grant, it was sunny, with a temperature of 88. At Imperial, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 87. Elsewhere across Nebraska, in Scotts Bluff, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 86. At Chadron, it was sunny, with a temperature of 86. In Sydney, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 87. At Valentine, it was sunny, with a temperature of 81. In McCook, it was sunny, with a temperature of 83. At O'Neill, it was cloudy, with a temperature of 76. In Grand Island, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 74. At Norfolk, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 76. In Lincoln, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 7. Severe thunderstorm watch number 550 remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday for the following counties in Nebraska: Frontier, Lincoln, Logan, and McPherson. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. Here are the 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time observations. At the North Platte Regional Airport, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 80, the dew point 69, and the relative humidity 69%. Winds were from the southeast at 10 miles an hour. The pressure was 30.00 inches and rising. Downtown North Platte reported a temperature of 82. At Ogallala, it was sunny, with a temperature of 89, the dew point 51, and the relative humidity 26%. Winds were from the north at 9 miles an hour. The pressure was 30.01 inches and rising. In Grant, it was sunny, with a temperature of 88. At Imperial, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 87. Elsewhere across Nebraska, in Scotts Bluff, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 86. At Chadron, it was sunny, with a temperature of 86. In Sydney, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 87. At Valentine, it was sunny, with a temperature of 81. In McCook, severe thunderstorm watch number 550 remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday for the following counties in Nebraska: Frontier, Lincoln, Logan, and McPherson. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. Here are the 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time observations. At the North Platte Regional Airport, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 80, the dew point 69, and the relative humidity 69%. Winds were from the southeast at 10 miles an hour. The pressure was 30.00 inches and rising. Downtown North Platte reported a temperature of 82. At Ogallala, it was sunny, with a temperature of 89, the dew point 51, and the relative humidity 26%. Winds were from the north at 9 miles an hour. The pressure was 30.01 inches and rising. In Grant, it was sunny, with a temperature of 88. At Imperial, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 87. Elsewhere across Nebraska, in Scotts Bluff, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 86. At Chadron, it was sunny, with a temperature of 86. In Sydney, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 87. At Valentine, it was sunny, with a temperature of 81. In McCook, it was sunny, with a temperature of 83. At O'Neill, it was cloudy, with a temperature of 76. In Grand Island, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 74. At Norfolk, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 76. In Lincoln, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 79. At Omaha, it was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 79. Around the region, at Wichita, it was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 91. In Denver, it was partly sunny, with a temperature of 76. At Cheyenne, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 81. In Rapid City, it was sunny, with a temperature of 84. At Tyre, it was sunny, with a temperature of 79. In Sioux Falls, it was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 77. Once again, at 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time, North Platte reported a temperature of 80. At Ogallala, the temperature was 89. The official National Weather Service forecast for southwest Nebraska. Rest of tonight, partly cloudy. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening. Some thunderstorms may be severe with damaging winds and large hail. Lows around 60. East winds around 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Wednesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. East winds around 10 miles per hour. Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the upper 50s. Southeast winds around 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Thursday, mostly sunny with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-80s. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Thursday night, mostly clear in the evening, then becoming partly cloudy. Lows in the lower 60s. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday, mostly sunny. A chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the upper 80s. Chance of precipitation 50%. Friday night, mostly cloudy in the evening, then becoming partly cloudy. A chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows around 60. Chance of precipitation 50%. Saturday, mostly sunny. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning, then a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 80s. Chance of precipitation 30%. Saturday night, partly cloudy. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening, then a chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Lows in the upper 50s. Chance of precipitation 30%. Sunday, mostly sunny with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-70s. Chance of precipitation 40%. Sunday night, partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the mid-50s. Chance of precipitation 20%. Monday, mostly sunny. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning. Highs in the mid-70s. Chance of precipitation 20%. Monday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the mid-50s. Tuesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. The forecast for Lake McConaughey. Tonight, northeast wind 6 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the evening. The chance of precipitation 20%. Lows around 63. Waters a light chop. Wednesday, east wind 6 to 12 miles per hour. Mostly sunny. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. The chance of precipitation 30%. Highs around 81. Waters a light chop. Wednesday night, southeast wind 6 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy. A chance of thunderstorms in the evening, then a slight chance of thunderstorms after midnight. The chance of precipitation 30%. Lows around 61. Waters a light chop. Thursday, south winds 10 to 14 miles per hour. Sunny. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. The chance of precipitation 20%. Highs around 83. Waters a moderate chop. This is NOAA Weather Radio Station WXL 68, broadcasting on a frequency of 162.55 megahertz. This service is provided by the National Weather Service in North Platte, transmitting through tower facilities in Sutherland, Nebraska. This service is provided by the Nebraska Educational Telecommunication Commission, serving southwest and west central Nebraska. The current time is 8:31 p.m. Central Daylight Time. The North Platte climate summary for this evening, as of 5 p.m., July 16, 2024. Today's high temperature was 91 degrees and the low 66 degrees. 0.10 inches of precipitation fell today, which brings the monthly total to 1.83 inches. The total precipitation for the season since June 1st now stands at 5.90 inches, and the total precipitation for the year is now 16.40 inches. The normal high temperature for tomorrow is 90 degrees, and the normal low is 62. The record high for tomorrow is 107, which last occurred in 1936, and the record low is 48, which occurred in 1900. Sunset tonight is at 9:13 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow is at 6:25 a.m. The state high today was 96 degrees at McCook and Scotts Bluff. The state low this morning 58 degrees at Kimball and Sydney. The Imperial Climate Summary for this evening, as of 5 p.m., July 16, 2024. Today's high temperature was 94 degrees and the low 65 degrees. No precipitation fell today. The normal high temperature for tomorrow is 91 degrees, and the normal low is 63. The record high for tomorrow is 108, which occurred in 1936, and the record low is 45, which occurred in 1900. Sunset tonight is at 8:15 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow is at 5:31 a.m. The state high today was 96 degrees at McCook and Scotts Bluff. The state low this morning 58 degrees at Kimball and Sydney. Severe thunderstorm watch number 550 remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday for the following counties: in Nebraska, Frontier, Lincoln, Logan, and McPherson. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. This is the regional weather summary for western and north-central Nebraska. Scattered thunderstorms developed and moved south-southeast across the area this afternoon. A few of the storms produced large hail and damaging winds. Highs today were in the 80s to lower 90s. Cooler weather is expected Wednesday behind a cold front. Highs will be in the upper 70s to lower 80s. Here is the hazardous weather outlook. For tonight, scattered severe thunderstorms are possible this afternoon and evening across north-central Nebraska. Isolated severe storms are possible elsewhere. Large hail and damaging winds are the main severe threats. And now the extended outlook for the period Wednesday through Monday. Isolated severe thunderstorms are possible late Wednesday afternoon and evening, affecting areas west of the line from Hay Springs to Paxton and Waneta. Damaging winds are the main severe threat. Isolated severe thunderstorms are possible late Thursday afternoon and evening, generally west of Highway 83. The primary hazard is damaging wind gusts. Thunderstorm chances will continue Friday through Monday across the area. At this time, the severe threat is low. Spotter information statement: spotter activation may be needed. Here are the 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time observations. At the North Platte Regional Airport, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 80, the dew point 69, and the relative humidity 69%. Winds were from the southeast at 10 miles an hour. The pressure was 30.00 inches and rising. Downtown North Platte reported a temperature of 82. At Ogallala, it was sunny, with a temperature of 89, the dew point 51, and the relative humidity 26%. Winds were from the north at 9 miles an hour. The pressure was 30.01 inches and rising. In Grant, it was sunny, with a temperature of 88. At Imperial, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 87. Elsewhere across Nebraska, in Scotts Bluff, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 86. At Chandron, it was sunny, with a temperature of 86. In Sydney, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 87. At Valentine, it was sunny, with a temperature of 81. In McCook, it was sunny, with a temperature of 83. At O'Neill, it was cloudy, with a temperature of 76. In Grand Island, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 74. At Norfolk, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 76. In Lincoln, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 79. At Omaha, it was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 79. Around the region, at Wichita, it was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 91. In Denver, it was partly sunny, with a temperature of 76. At Cheyenne, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 81. In Rapid City, it was sunny, with a temperature of 84. At Tyr, it was sunny, with a temperature of 79. In Sioux Falls, it was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 77. Once again, at 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time, North Platte reported a temperature of 80. At Ogallala, the temperature was 89. The official National Weather Service forecast for southwest Nebraska. Rest of tonight, partly cloudy. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening. Some thunderstorms may be severe with damaging winds and large hail. Lows around 60. East winds around 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Wednesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. East winds around 10 miles per hour. Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the upper 50s. Southeast winds around 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Thursday, mostly sunny with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-80s. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Thursday night, mostly clear in the evening, then becoming partly cloudy. Lows in the lower 60s. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday, mostly sunny. A chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the upper 80s. Chance of precipitation 50%. Friday night, mostly cloudy in the evening, then becoming partly cloudy. A chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows around 60. Chance of precipitation 50%. Saturday, mostly sunny. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning, then a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 80s. Chance of precipitation 30%. Saturday night, partly cloudy. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening, then a chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Lows in the upper 50s. Chance of precipitation 30%. Sunday, mostly sunny with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-70s. Chance of precipitation 40%. Sunday night, partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the mid-50s. Chance of precipitation 20%. Monday, mostly sunny. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning. Highs in the mid-70s. Chance of precipitation 20%. Monday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the mid-50s. Tuesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. The forecast for Lake McConaughey. Tonight, northeast winds 6 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the evening. The chance of precipitation 20%. Lows around 63. Waters a light chop. Wednesday, east winds 6 to 12 miles per hour. Mostly sunny. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. The chance of precipitation 30%. Highs around 81. Waters a light chop. Wednesday night, southeast winds 6 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy. A chance of thunderstorms in the evening, then a slight chance of thunderstorms after midnight. The chance of precipitation 30%. Lows around 61. Waters a light chop. Thursday, south winds 10 to 14 miles per hour. Sunny. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. The chance of precipitation 20%. Highs around 83. Waters a moderate chop. The Northwest climate summary for this evening, as of 5 p.m., July 16, 2024. Today's high temperature was 91 degrees and the low 66 degrees. 0.10 inches of precipitation fell today, which brings the monthly total to 1.83 inches. The total precipitation for the season since June 1st now stands at 5.90 inches, and the total precipitation for the year is now 16.40 inches. The normal high temperature for tomorrow is 90 degrees, and the normal low is 62. The record high for tomorrow is 107, which last occurred in 1936, and the record low is 48, which occurred in 1900. Sunset tonight is at 9:13 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow is at 6:25 a.m. The state high today was 96 degrees at McCook and Scotts Bluff. The state low this morning 58 degrees at Kimball and Sydney. The Imperial Climate Summary for this evening, as of 5 p.m., July 16, 2024. Today's high temperature was 94 degrees and the low 65 degrees. No precipitation fell today. The normal high temperature for tomorrow is 91 degrees, and the normal low is 63. The record high for tomorrow is 108, which occurred in 1936, and the record low is 45, which occurred in 1900. Sunset tonight is at 8:15 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow is at 5:31 a.m. The state high today was 96 degrees at McCook and Scotts Bluff. The state low this morning 58 degrees at Kimball and Sydney. Severe thunderstorm watch number 550 remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday for the following counties in Nebraska: Frontier, Lincoln, Logan, and McPherson. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. This is the regional weather summary for western and north-central Nebraska. Scattered thunderstorms developed and moved south-southeast across the area this afternoon. A few of the storms produced large hail and damaging winds. Highs today were in the 80s to lower 90s. Cooler weather is expected Wednesday behind a cold front. Highs will be in the upper 70s to lower 80s. Here is the hazardous weather outlook. For tonight, scattered severe thunderstorms are possible this afternoon and evening across north-central Nebraska. Isolated severe storms are possible elsewhere. Large hail and damaging winds are the main severe threats. And now the extended outlook for the period Wednesday through Monday. Isolated severe thunderstorms are possible late Wednesday afternoon and evening, affecting areas west of the line from Hay Springs to Paxton and Waneta. Damaging winds are the main severe threat. Isolated severe thunderstorms are possible late Thursday afternoon and evening, generally west of Highway 83. The primary hazard is damaging wind gusts. Thunderstorm chances will continue Friday through Monday across the area. At this time, the severe threat is low. Spotter information statement: spotter activation may be needed. Here are the 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time observations. At the North Platte Regional Airport, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 80, the dew point 69, and the relative humidity 69%. Winds were from the southeast at 10 miles an hour. The pressure was 30.00 inches and rising. Downtown North Platte reported a temperature of 82. At Ogallala, it was sunny, with a temperature of 89, the dew point 51, and the relative humidity 26%. Winds were from the north at 9 miles an hour. The pressure was 30.01 inches and rising. In Grant, it was sunny, with a temperature of 88. At Imperial, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 87. Elsewhere across Nebraska, in Scotts Bluff, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 86. At Chadron, it was sunny, with a temperature of 86. In Sydney, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 87. At Valentine, it was sunny, with a temperature of 81. In McCook, it was sunny, with a temperature of 83. At O'Neill, it was cloudy, with a temperature of 76. In Grand Island, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 74. At Norfolk, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 76. In Lincoln, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 79. At Omaha, it was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 79. Around the region, at Wichita, it was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 91. In Denver, it was partly sunny, with a temperature of 76. At Cheyenne, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 81. In Rapid City, it was sunny, with a temperature of 84. At Pierre, it was sunny, with a temperature of 79. In Sioux Falls, it was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 77. Once again, at 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time, North Platte reported a temperature of 80. At Ogallala, the temperature was 89. The official National Weather Service forecast for southwest Nebraska. Rest of tonight, partly cloudy. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening. Some thunderstorms may be severe with damaging winds and large hail. Lows around 60. East winds around 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Wednesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. East winds around 10 miles per hour. Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the upper 50s. Southeast winds around 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Thursday, mostly sunny with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-80s. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Thursday night, mostly clear in the evening, then becoming partly cloudy. Lows in the lower 60s. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday, mostly sunny. A chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the upper 80s. Chance of precipitation 50%. Friday night, mostly cloudy in the evening, then becoming partly cloudy. A chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows around 60. Chance of precipitation 50%. Saturday, mostly sunny. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning, then a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 80s. Chance of precipitation 30%. Saturday night, partly cloudy. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening, then a chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Lows in the upper 50s. Chance of precipitation 30%. Sunday, mostly sunny with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-70s. Chance of precipitation 40%. Sunday night, partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the mid-50s. Chance of precipitation 20%. Monday, mostly sunny. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning. Highs in the mid-70s. Chance of precipitation 20%. Monday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the mid-50s. Tuesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. The current time is 8:51 p.m. Central Daylight Time. The forecast for Lake McConaughey. Tonight, northeast wind 6 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the evening. The chance of precipitation 20%. Lows around 63. Water's a light chop. Wednesday, east wind 6 to 12 miles per hour. Mostly sunny. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. The chance of precipitation 30%. Highs around 81. Water's a light chop. Wednesday night, southeast wind 6 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy. A chance of thunderstorms in the evening, then a slight chance of thunderstorms after midnight. The chance of precipitation 30%. Lows around 61. Water's a light chop. Thursday, south winds 10 to 14 miles per hour. Sunny. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. The chance of precipitation 20%. Highs around 83. Water's a moderate chop. The North Platte climate summary for this evening, as of 5 p.m., July 16, 2024. Today's high temperature was 91 degrees and the low 66 degrees. 0.10 inches of precipitation fell today, which brings the monthly total to 1.83 inches. The total precipitation for the season since June 1st now stands at 5.90 inches, and the total precipitation for the year is now 16.40 inches. The normal high temperature for tomorrow is 90 degrees, and the normal low is 62. The record high for tomorrow is 107, which last occurred in 1936, and the record low is 48, which occurred in 1900. Sunset tonight is at 9:13 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow is at 6:25 a.m. The state high today was 96 degrees at McCook and Scotts Bluff. The state low this morning 58 degrees at Kimball and Sydney. The Imperial Climate Summary for this evening, as of 5 p.m., July 16, 2024. Today's high temperature was 94 degrees and the low 65 degrees. No precipitation fell today. The normal high temperature for tomorrow is 91 degrees, and the normal low is 63. The record high for tomorrow is 108, which occurred in 1936, and the record low is 45, which occurred in 1900. Sunset tonight is at 8:15 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow is at 5:31 a.m. The state high today was 96 degrees at McCook and Scotts Bluff. The state low this morning 58 degrees at Kimball and Sydney. Severe thunderstorm watch number 550 remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday for the following counties in Nebraska: Frontier, Lincoln, Logan, and McPherson. Remember, for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. This is the regional weather summary for western and north-central Nebraska. Scattered thunderstorms developed and moved south-southeast across the area this afternoon. A few of the storms produced large hail and damaging winds. Highs today were in the 80s to lower 90s. Cooler weather is expected Wednesday behind a cold front. Highs will be in the upper 70s to lower 80s. Here is the hazardous weather outlook. For tonight, scattered severe thunderstorms are possible this afternoon and evening across north-central Nebraska. Isolated severe storms are possible elsewhere. Large hail and damaging winds are the main severe threats. And now the extended outlook for the period Wednesday through Monday. Isolated severe thunderstorms are possible late Wednesday afternoon and evening, affecting areas west of the line from Hay Springs to Paxton and Waneta. Damaging winds are the main severe threat. Isolated severe thunderstorms are possible late Thursday afternoon and evening, generally west of Highway 83. The primary hazard is damaging wind gusts. Thunderstorm chances will continue Friday through Monday across the area. At this time, the severe threat is low. Spotter information statement: spotter activation may be needed. Here are the 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time observations. At the North Platte Regional Airport, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 80, the dew point 69, and the relative humidity 69%. Winds were from the southeast at 10 miles an hour. The pressure was 30.00 inches and rising. Downtown North Platte reported a temperature of 82. At Ogallala, it was sunny, with a temperature of 89, the dew point 51, and the relative humidity 26%. Winds were from the north at 9 miles an hour. The pressure was 30.01 inches and rising. In Grant, it was sunny, with a temperature of 88. At Imperial, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 87. Elsewhere across Nebraska, in Scotts Bluff, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 86. At Chadron, it was sunny, with a temperature of 86. In Sydney, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 87. At Valentine, it was sunny, with a temperature of 81. In McCook, it was sunny, with a temperature of 83. At O'Neill, it was cloudy, with a temperature of 76. In Grand Island, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 74. At Norfolk, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 76. In Lincoln, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 79. At Omaha, it was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 79. Around the region, at Wichita, it was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 91. In Denver, it was partly sunny, with a temperature of 76. At Cheyenne, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 81. In Rapid City, it was sunny, with a temperature of 84. At Tyr, it was sunny, with a temperature of 79. In Sioux Falls, it was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 77. Once again, at 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time, North Platte reported a temperature of 80. At Ogallala, the temperature was 89. The official National Weather Service forecast for southwest Nebraska. Rest of tonight, partly cloudy. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening. Some thunderstorms may be severe with damaging winds and large hail. Lows around 60. East winds around 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Wednesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. East winds around 10 miles per hour. Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the upper 50s. Southeast winds around 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Thursday, mostly sunny with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-80s. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Thursday night, mostly clear in the evening, then becoming partly cloudy. Lows in the lower 60s. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday, mostly sunny. A chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the upper 80s. Chance of precipitation 50%. Friday night, mostly cloudy in the evening, then becoming partly cloudy. A chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows around 60. Chance of precipitation 50%. Saturday, mostly sunny. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning, then a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 80s. Chance of precipitation 30%. Saturday night, partly cloudy. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening, then a chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Lows in the upper 50s. Chance of precipitation 30%. Sunday, mostly sunny with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-70s. Chance of precipitation 40%. Sunday night, partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the mid-50s. Chance of precipitation 20%. Monday, mostly sunny. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning. Highs in the mid-70s. Chance of precipitation 20%. Monday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the mid-50s. Tuesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. The forecast for Lake McConaughey. Tonight, northeast winds 6 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the evening. The chance of precipitation 20%. Lows around 63. Waters a light chop. Wednesday, east winds 6 to 12 miles per hour. Mostly sunny. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. The chance of precipitation 30%. Highs around 81. Waters a light chop. Wednesday night, southeast winds 6 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy. A chance of thunderstorms in the evening, then a slight chance of thunderstorms after midnight. The chance of precipitation 30%. Lows around 61. Waters a light chop. Thursday, south winds 10 to 14 miles per hour. Sunny. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. The chance of precipitation 20%. Highs around 83. Waters a moderate chop. The North Platte climate summary for this evening, as of 5 p.m., July 16, 2024. Today's high temperature was 91 degrees and the low 66 degrees. 0.10 inches of precipitation fell today, which brings the monthly total to 1.83 inches. The total precipitation for the season since June 1st now stands at 5.90 inches, and the total precipitation for the year is now 16.40 inches. The normal high temperature for tomorrow is 90 degrees, and the normal low is 62. The record high for tomorrow is 107, which last occurred in 1936, and the record low is 48, which occurred in 1900. Sunset tonight is at 9:13 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow is at 6:25 a.m. The state high today was 96 degrees at McCook and Scotts Bluff. The state low this morning 58 degrees at Kimball and Sydney. The Imperial Climate Summary for this evening, as of 5 p.m., July 16, 2024. Today's high temperature was 94 degrees and the low 65 degrees. No precipitation fell today. The normal high temperature for tomorrow is 91 degrees, and the normal low is 63. The record high for tomorrow is 108, which occurred in 1936, and the record low is 45, which occurred in 1900. Sunset tonight is at 8:15 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow is at 5:31 a.m. The state high today was 96 degrees at McCook and Scotts Bluff. The state low this morning 58 degrees at Kimball and Sydney. Severe thunderstorm watch number 550 remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday for the following counties in Nebraska: Frontier, Lincoln, Logan, and McPherson. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. This is the regional weather summary for western and north-central Nebraska. Scattered thunderstorms developed and moved south-southeast across the area this afternoon. A few of the storms produced large hail and damaging winds. Highs today were in the 80s to lower 90s. Cooler weather is expected Wednesday behind a cold front. Highs will be in the upper 70s to lower 80s. Here is the hazardous weather outlook. For tonight, scattered severe thunderstorms are possible this afternoon and evening across north-central Nebraska. Isolated severe storms are possible elsewhere. Large hail and damaging winds are the main severe threats. And now the extended outlook for the period Wednesday through Monday. Isolated severe thunderstorms are possible late Wednesday afternoon and evening, affecting areas west of the line from Hay Springs to Paxton and Waneta. Damaging winds are the main severe threat. Isolated severe thunderstorms are possible late Thursday afternoon and evening, generally west of Highway 83. The primary hazard is damaging wind gusts. Thunderstorm chances will continue Friday through Monday across the area. At this time, the severe threat is low. Spotter information statement: spotter activation may be needed. Here are the 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time observations. At the North Platte Regional Airport, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 80, the dew point 69, and the relative humidity 69%. Winds were from the southeast at 10 miles an hour. The pressure was 30.00 inches and rising. Downtown North Platte reported a temperature of 82. At Ogallala, it was sunny, with a temperature of 89, the dew point 51, and the relative humidity 26%. Winds were from the north at 9 miles an hour. The pressure was 30.01 inches and rising. In Grant, it was sunny, with a temperature of 88. At Imperial, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 87. Elsewhere across Nebraska, in Scotts Bluff, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 86. At Chandron, it was sunny, with a temperature of 86. In Sydney, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 87. At Valentine, it was sunny, with a temperature of 81. In McCook, it was sunny, with a temperature of 83. At O'Neill, it was cloudy, with a temperature of 76. In Grand Island, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 74. At Norfolk, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 76. In Lincoln, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 79. At Omaha, it was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 79. Around the region, at Wichita, it was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 91. In Denver, it was partly sunny, with a temperature of 76. At Cheyenne, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 81. In Rapid City, it was sunny, with a temperature of 84. At Pierre, it was sunny, with a temperature of 79. In Sioux Falls, it was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 77. Once again, at 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time, North Platte reported a temperature of 80. At Ogallala, the temperature was 89. The official National Weather Service forecast for southwest Nebraska. Rest of tonight, partly cloudy. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening. Some thunderstorms may be severe with damaging winds and large hail. Lows around 60. East winds around 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Wednesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. East winds around 10 miles per hour. Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the upper 50s. Southeast winds around 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Thursday, mostly sunny with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-80s. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Thursday night, mostly clear in the evening, then becoming partly cloudy. Lows in the lower 60s. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday, mostly sunny. A chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the upper 80s. Chance of precipitation 50%. Friday night, mostly cloudy in the evening, then becoming partly cloudy. A chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows around 60. Chance of precipitation 50%. Saturday, mostly sunny. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning, then a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 80s. Chance of precipitation 30%. Saturday night, partly cloudy. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening, then a chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Lows in the upper 50s. Chance of precipitation 30%. Sunday, mostly sunny with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-70s. Chance of precipitation 40%. Sunday night, partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the mid-50s. Chance of precipitation 20%. Monday, mostly sunny. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning. Highs in the mid-70s. Chance of precipitation 20%. Monday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the mid-50s. Tuesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. The forecast for Lake McConaughey. Tonight, northeast winds 6 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the evening. The chance of precipitation 20%. Lows around 63. Waters a light chop. Wednesday, east wind 6 to 12 miles per hour. Mostly sunny. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. The chance of precipitation 30%. Highs around 81. Waters a light chop. Wednesday night, southeast wind 6 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy. A chance of thunderstorms in the evening, then a slight chance of thunderstorms after midnight. The chance of precipitation 30%. Lows around 61. Waters a light chop. Thursday, south winds 10 to 14 miles per hour. Sunny. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. The chance of precipitation 20%. Highs around 83. Waters a moderate chop. The North Platte climate summary for this evening, as of 5 p.m., July 16, 2024. Today's high temperature was 91 degrees and the low 66 degrees. 0.10 inches of precipitation fell today, which brings the monthly total to 1.83 inches. The total precipitation for the season since June 1st now stands at 5.90 inches, and the total precipitation for the year is now 16.40 inches. The normal high temperature for tomorrow is 90 degrees, and the normal low is 62. The record high for tomorrow is 107, which last occurred in 1936, and the record low is 48, which occurred in 1900. Sunset tonight is at 9:13 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow is at 6:25 a.m. The state high today was 96 degrees at McCook and Scotts Bluff. The state low this morning 58 degrees at Kimball and Sydney. The Imperial Climate Summary for this evening, as of 5 p.m., July 16, 2024. Today's high temperature was 94 degrees and the low 65 degrees. No precipitation fell today. The normal high temperature for tomorrow is 91 degrees, and the normal low is 63. The record high for tomorrow is 108, which occurred in 1936, and the record low is 45, which occurred in 1900. Sunset tonight is at 8:15 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow is at 5:31 a.m. The state high today was 96 degrees at McCook and Scotts Bluff. The state low this morning 58 degrees at Kimball and Sydney. Severe thunderstorm watch number 550 remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday for the following counties in Nebraska: Frontier, Lincoln, Logan, and McPherson. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. This is the regional weather summary for western and north-central Nebraska. Scattered thunderstorms developed and moved south-southeast across the area this afternoon. A few of the storms produced large hail and damaging winds. Highs today were in the 80s to lower 90s. Cooler weather is expected Wednesday behind a cold front. Highs will be in the upper 70s to lower 80s. Here is the hazardous weather outlook. For tonight, scattered severe thunderstorms are possible this afternoon and evening across north-central Nebraska. Isolated severe storms are possible elsewhere. Large hail and damaging winds are the main severe threats. And now the extended outlook for the period Wednesday through Monday. Isolated severe thunderstorms are possible late Wednesday afternoon and evening, affecting areas west of the line from Hay Springs to Paxton and Waneta. Damaging winds are the main severe threat. Isolated severe thunderstorms are possible late Thursday afternoon and evening, generally west of Highway 83. The primary hazard is damaging wind gusts. Thunderstorm chances will continue Friday through Monday across the area. At this time, the severe threat is low. Spotter information statement: spotter activation may be needed. Here are the 9 p.m. Central Daylight Time observations. At the North Platte Regional Airport, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 70, the dew 8%. Winds were from the southeast at 8 miles an hour. The pressure was 30.04 inches and rising. Downtown North Platte reported a temperature of 72. At Ogallala, it was clear, with a temperature of 83, the dew point 57, and the relative humidity 41%. Winds were from the east at 14 miles an hour. the pressure was 30.04 inches and rising. In Grant, it was clear, with a temperature of 81. At Imperial, it was clear, with a temperature of 80. Elsewhere across Nebraska, in Scotts Bluff, it was clear, with a temperature of 82. At Chadron, it was clear, with a temperature of 82. In Sydney, it was clear, with a temperature of 83. At Valentine, it was clear, with a temperature of 75. In McCook, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 78. At O'Neill, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 73. In Grand Island, it was cloudy, with a temperature of 73. At Norfolk, it was cloudy, with a temperature of 76. In Lincoln, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 73. At Omaha, it was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 77. Around the region, at Wichita, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 87. In Denver, it was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 73. At Cheyenne, it was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 78. In Rapid City, it was clear, with a temperature of 79. At Pierre, it was clear, with a temperature of 73. In Sioux Falls, it was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 68. Once again, at 9 p.m. Central Daylight Time, North Platte reported a temperature of 70. At Ogallala, the temperature was 83. The official National Weather Service forecast for southwest Nebraska. Rest of tonight, partly cloudy. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening. Some thunderstorms may be severe with damaging winds and large hail. Lows around 60. East winds around 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Wednesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. East winds around 10 miles per hour. Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the upper 50s. Southeast winds around 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Thursday, mostly sunny with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-80s. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Thursday night, mostly clear in the evening, then becoming partly cloudy. Lows in the lower 60s. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday, mostly sunny. A chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the upper 80s. Chance of precipitation 50%. Friday night, mostly cloudy in the evening, then becoming partly cloudy. A chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows around 60. Chance of precipitation 50%. Saturday, mostly sunny. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning, then a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 80s. Chance of precipitation 30%. Saturday night, partly cloudy. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening, then a chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Lows in the upper 50s. Chance of precipitation 30%. Sunday, mostly sunny with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-70s. Chance of precipitation 40%. Sunday night, partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the mid-50s. Chance of precipitation 20%. Monday, mostly sunny. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning. Highs in the mid-70s. Chance of precipitation 20%. Monday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the mid-50s. Tuesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. This is NOAA Weather Radio Station WXL 68, broadcasting on a frequency of 162.55 megahertz. This service is provided by the National Weather Service in North Platte, transmitting through tower facilities in Sutherland, Nebraska. This service is provided by the Nebraska Educational Telecommunication Commission, serving southwest and west central Nebraska. The current time is 9:23 p.m. Central Daylight Time. The forecast for Lake McConaughey. Tonight, northeast wind 6 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the evening. The chance of precipitation 20%. Lows around 63. Waters a light chop. Wednesday, east wind 6 to 12 miles per hour. Mostly sunny. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. The chance of precipitation 30%. Highs around 81. Waters a light chop. Wednesday night, southeast wind 6 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy. A chance of thunderstorms in the evening, then a slight chance of thunderstorms after midnight. The chance of precipitation 30%. Lows around 61. Waters a light chop. Thursday, south winds 10 to 14 miles per hour. Sunny. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. The chance of precipitation 20%. Highs around 83. Waters a moderate chop. The Northwest climate summary for this evening, as of 5 p.m., July 16, 2024. Today's high temperature was 91 degrees and the low 66 degrees. 0.10 inches of precipitation fell today, which brings the monthly total to 1.83 inches. The total precipitation for the season since June 1st now stands at 5.90 inches, and the total precipitation for the year is now 16.40 inches. The normal high temperature for tomorrow is 90 degrees, and the normal low is 62. The record high for tomorrow is 107, which last occurred in 1936, and the record low is 48, which occurred in 1900. Sunset tonight is at 9:13 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow is at 6:25 a.m. The state high today was 96 degrees at McCook and Scotts Bluff. The state low this morning 58 degrees at Kimball and Sydney. The Imperial Climate Summary for this evening, as of 5 p.m., July 16, 2024. Today's high temperature was 94 degrees and the low 65 degrees. No precipitation fell today. The normal high temperature for tomorrow is 91 degrees, and the normal low is 63. The record high for tomorrow is 108, which occurred in 1936, and the record low is 45, which occurred in 1900. Sunset tonight is at 8:15 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow is at 5:31 a.m. The state high today was 96 degrees at McCook and Scotts Bluff. The state low this morning 58 degrees at Kimball and Sydney. Severe thunderstorm watch number 550 remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday for the following counties in Nebraska: Frontier, Lincoln, Logan, and McPherson. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watched area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. This is the regional weather summary for western and north-central Nebraska. Scattered thunderstorms developed and moved south-southeast across the area this afternoon. A few of the storms produced large hail and damaging winds. Highs today were in the 80s to lower 90s. Cooler weather is expected Wednesday behind a cold front. Highs will be in the upper 70s to lower 80s. Here is the hazardous weather outlook. For tonight, scattered severe thunderstorms are possible this afternoon and evening across north-central Nebraska. Isolated severe storms are possible elsewhere. Large hail and damaging winds are the main severe threats. And now the extended outlook for the period Wednesday through Monday. Isolated severe thunderstorms are possible late Wednesday afternoon and evening, affecting areas west of the line from Hay Springs to Paxton and Waneta. Damaging winds are the main severe threat. Isolated severe thunderstorms are possible late Thursday afternoon and evening, generally west of Highway 83. The primary hazard is damaging wind gusts. Thunderstorm chances will continue Friday through Monday across the area. At this time, the severe threat is low. Spotter information statement. Spotter activation may be needed. Here are the 9 p.m. Central Daylight Time observations. At the North Platte Regional Airport, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 70, the dew point 59, and the relative humidity 68%. Winds were from the southeast at 8 miles an hour. The pressure was 30.04 inches and rising. Downtown North Platte reported a temperature of 72. At Ogallala, it was clear, with a temperature of 83, the dew point 57, and the relative humidity 41%. Winds were from the east at 14 miles an hour. The pressure was 30.04 inches and rising. In Grant, it was clear, with a temperature of 81. At Imperial, it was clear, with a temperature of 80. Elsewhere across Nebraska, in Scotts Bluff, it was clear, with a temperature of 82. At Chadron, it was clear, with a temperature of 82. In Sydney, it was clear, with a temperature of 83. At Valentine, it was clear, with a temperature of 75. In McCook, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 78. At O'Neill, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 73. In Grand Island, it was cloudy, with a temperature of 73. At Norfolk, it was cloudy, with a temperature of 76. In Lincoln, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 73. At Omaha, it was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 77. Around the region, at Wichita, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 87. In Denver, it was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 73. At Cheyenne, it was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 78. In Rapid City, it was clear, with a temperature of 79. At Tyr, it was clear, with a temperature of 73. In Sioux Falls, it was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 68. Once again, at 9 p.m. Central Daylight Time, North Platte reported a temperature of 70. At Ogallala, the temperature was 83. The official National Weather Service forecast for southwest Nebraska. Rest of tonight, partly cloudy. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening. Some thunderstorms may be severe with damaging winds and large hail. Lows around 60. East winds around 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Wednesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. East winds around 10 miles per hour. Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the upper 50s. Southeast winds around 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Thursday, mostly sunny with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-80s. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Thursday night, mostly clear in the evening, then becoming partly cloudy. Lows in the lower 60s. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday, mostly sunny. A chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the upper 80s. Chance of precipitation 50%. Friday night, mostly cloudy in the evening, then becoming partly cloudy. A chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows around 60. Chance of precipitation 50%. Saturday, mostly sunny. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning, then a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 80s. Chance of precipitation 30%. Saturday night, partly cloudy. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening, then a chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Lows in the upper 50s. Chance of precipitation 30%. Sunday, mostly sunny with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-70s. Chance of precipitation 40%. Sunday night, partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the mid-50s. Chance of precipitation 20%. Monday, mostly sunny. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning. Highs in the mid-70s. Chance of precipitation 20%. Monday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the mid-50s. Tuesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. The forecast for Lake McConaughey. Tonight, northeast wind 6 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the evening. The chance of precipitation 20%. Lows around 63. Water's a light chop. Wednesday, east wind 6 to 12 miles per hour. Mostly sunny. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. The chance of precipitation 30%. Highs around 81. Water's a light chop. Wednesday night, southeast wind 6 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy. A chance of thunderstorms in the evening, then a slight chance of thunderstorms after midnight. The chance of precipitation 30%. Lows around 61. Water's a light chop. Thursday, south winds 10 to 14 miles per hour. Sunny. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. The chance of precipitation 20%. Highs around 83. Water's a moderate chop. The Northwest climate summary for this evening, as of 5 p.m., July 16, 2024. Today's high temperature was 91 degrees and the low 66 degrees. 0.10 inches of precipitation fell today, which brings the monthly total to 1.83 inches. The total precipitation for the season since June 1st now stands at 5.90 inches, and the total precipitation for the year is now 16.40 inches. The normal high temperature for tomorrow is 90 degrees, and the normal low is 62. The record high for tomorrow is 107, which last occurred in 1936, and the record low is 48, which occurred in 1900. Sunset tonight is at 9:13 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow is at 6:25 a.m. The state high today was 96 degrees at McCook and Scotts Bluff. The state low this morning 58 degrees at Kimball and Sydney. The Imperial Climate Summary for this evening, as of 5 p.m., July 16, 2024. Today's high temperature was 94 degrees and the low 65 degrees. No precipitation fell today. The normal high temperature for tomorrow is 91 degrees, and the normal low is 63. The record high for tomorrow is 108, which occurred in 1936, and the record low is 45, which occurred in 1900. Sunset tonight is at 8:15 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow is at 5:31 a.m. The state high today was 96 degrees at McCook and Scotts Bluff. The state low this morning 58 degrees at Kimball and Sydney. Severe thunderstorm watch number 550 remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday for the following counties in Nebraska: Frontier, Lincoln, Logan, and McPherson. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. This is the regional weather summary for western and north-central Nebraska. Scattered thunderstorms developed and moved south-southeast across the area this afternoon. A few of the storms produced large hail and damaging winds. Highs today were in the 80s to lower 90s. Cooler weather is expected Wednesday behind a cold front. Highs will be in the upper 70s to lower 80s. Here is the hazardous weather outlook. For tonight, Scattered severe thunderstorms are possible this afternoon and evening across north-central Nebraska. Isolated severe storms are possible elsewhere. Large hail and damaging winds are the main severe threats. And now the extended outlook for the period Wednesday through Monday. Isolated severe thunderstorms are possible late Wednesday afternoon and evening, affecting areas west of the line from Hay Springs to Paxton and Waneta. Damaging winds are the main severe threat. Isolated severe thunderstorms are possible late Thursday afternoon and evening, generally west of Highway 83. The primary hazard is damaging wind gusts. Thunderstorm chances will continue Friday through Monday across the area. At this time, the severe threat is low. Spotter information statement. Spotter activation may be needed. Here are the 9 p.m. Central Daylight Time observations. At the North Platte Regional Airport, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 70, the dew point 59, and the relative humidity 68%. Winds were from the southeast at 8 miles an hour. The pressure was 30.04 inches and rising. Downtown North Platte reported a temperature of 72. At Ogallala, it was clear, with a temperature of 83, the dew point 57, and the relative humidity 41%. Winds were from the east at 14 miles an hour. The pressure was 30.04 inches and rising. In Grant, it was clear, with a temperature of 81. At Imperial, it was clear, with a temperature of 80. Elsewhere across Nebraska, in Scotts Bluff, it was clear, with a temperature of 82. At Chadron, it was clear, with a temperature of 82. In Sydney, it was clear, with a temperature of 83. At Valentine, it was clear, with a temperature of 75. In McCook, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 78. At O'Neill, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 73. In Grand Island, it was cloudy, with a temperature of 70, with a temperature of 76. In Lincoln, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 73. At Omaha, it was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 77. Around the region, at Wichita, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 87. In Denver, it was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 73. At Cheyenne, it was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 78. In Rapid City, it was clear, with a temperature of 79. At Pierre, it was clear, with a temperature of 73. In Sioux Falls, it was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 68. Once again, at 9 p.m. Central Daylight Time, North Platte reported a temperature of 70. At Ogallala, the temperature was 83. The official National Weather Service forecast for southwest Nebraska. Rest of tonight, partly cloudy. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening. Some thunderstorms may be severe with damaging winds and large hail. Lows around 60. East winds around 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Wednesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. East winds around 10 miles per hour. Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the upper 50s. Southeast winds around 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Thursday, mostly sunny with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-80s. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Thursday night, mostly clear in the evening, then becoming partly cloudy. Lows in the lower 60s. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday, mostly sunny. A chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the upper 80s. Chance of precipitation 50%. Friday night, mostly cloudy in the evening, then becoming partly cloudy. A chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows around 60. Chance of precipitation 50%. Saturday, mostly sunny. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning, then a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 80s. Chance of precipitation 30%. Saturday night, partly cloudy. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening, then a chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Lows in the upper 50s. Chance of precipitation 30%. Sunday, mostly sunny with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-70s. Chance of precipitation 40%. Sunday night, partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in